everyone, welcome back to Blonde Fox Creations. For those of you who are new, I'm Julie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super cute, super simple pregnancy announcement using a 6-inch acrylic disc. As important as it is to share those big milestone moments that you have with your new baby all year long, that first year, one of the most important things is to be able to share your pregnancy announcement with your friends, your family, your colleagues, or anyone who will listen. So today I'm going to show you how to make a really cute pregnancy announcement using a 6-inch acrylic disc, some paint, and just a few additional supplies. So whether you're becoming a first-time parent or you are a parent of 10, making that announcement is so important. So today I'm going to show you a super cute way to do that. So first of all, you're going to need your 6-inch acrylic disc. Okay, remember, that's just like the 4-inch discs, the milestone discs, any of these, they are going to be double coated. So it helps keep it clean and it keeps fingerprints off of it so that you can use just one side at a time. So remember, before spray painting and before adding vinyl, remember to take off that special coating. Today, the paint we're going to use is called MTN 94. This is a great covering spray paint. It has so many different varieties of colors that you can choose from. So we did buy it in a variety pack. We bought it from Blick Art Materials. So the first thing we want to start with is, of course, painting our disc. We want to make sure that we get that started first because it is going to need some time to dry. So let's head outside since we're using spray paint. We're going to go outside, spray paint our disc, and then we're going to leave that inside to dry because it's really hot and humid today in Texas. So we're going to leave that inside to dry for us, and while it's drying, we'll come back. We'll go over to the computer and I'll show you how to make this super cute design. So we're all set up outside. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my weeding tool and I am going to remove that plastic coating, because remember, we want to remove that and get that out of the way before we start spray painting. So now we're going to use our super awesome spray paint color. So this is called Sensible Brown. It's a really neutral color, so it's kind of nice if you don't know what you're having as far as like boy or girl. This will give you just a really simple way just to make your announcement. Okay, so we're going to start painting, and like I said, it's not going to take a whole lot of coating. It's really smooth, and we're just going to get a good coating on that. So now we're going to bring this inside, give it a chance to dry, and then we'll get started upstairs on the computer making our design. Let's head over to the computer and I'll show you how I came up with the design, and we'll get our vinyl cut and get us all finished up. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over here to Cricut Design Space on the left-hand side under Shapes, and you're going to choose Shapes, and then you're going to grab this little circle right here. So it automatically puts it in a size of 2-inch by 2-inch. So you're going to want to go up here to the top in the middle, and you're going to change the width to a 6, and then hit enter, and it will automatically make the height a 6 as well. Now, depending on what your paint color is, you can change the paint color of the circle, you can leave it black, whatever you want to do, whatever is visually pleasing for you. You're going to want to do that. So we're going to change this color kind of it looks like a kind of a cream color, but it kind of gives me an idea of the brown that we're going to be using today. So we're going to change this. We're going to double click this so it highlights the box, and that's how you change the text, and we're just going to type in baby and then click out. So now we're going to move this over to the top portion of the disc, and then we're just going to resize it. So you can do whatever size you want to do and whatever, like I said, visually pleasing to you. So this is just about 2 inches long. Next, you're going to open up another text box, same font, and you're going to put expected. And then again, you're just gonna resize it into the size that you want, and then you're gonna center that. And then your final text box is gonna be the month and year that your new baby is gonna be entering the world, or expected to enter the world anyway. And again, we're just gonna resize that. And super simple. So the last thing you want to do is make sure it's all aligned well. So we're going to highlight the whole thing. And up to the top, about a fourth of the way over from the left, you're going to go under the align. And you're going to center horizontally. And that will just kind of shift everything over a little bit. So if you want everything perfectly aligned, there it is. And there you go, you have your super cute pregnancy announcement. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that circle. And we're just gonna kick that over to the side. And then we're gonna highlight all the words. And then on the bottom right-hand side, we're gonna go over here to attach. And we're gonna attach them all together. And that way, they're gonna all cut at the same time. So now we're gonna go up to the right-hand side. Now that we're ready to cut it, we're gonna hit Make It. And we're gonna do it on mat for any material because we're using our holographic material. Gonna hit confirm. Now we're gonna go to the bottom right-hand side, hit continue. And then we are gonna go choose here to browse all materials. And then I'm gonna type up here holographic. Okay, and you can see all different kinds. So we are actually gonna choose holographic vinyl because that's what we're gonna be using today. And we're gonna hit done. And then we're gonna load our mat. We're gonna make sure that that's really stuck down on those corners. It doesn't move around on us. Go ahead and load that mat right in there. And press go. Okay, now that our vinyl is all cut and ready to go, let's remove it from the mat, weed it out, and get it placed on our disc. Okay, so we're gonna remove our vinyl from the cutting mat. So the best way, of course, is always to just flip it over and remove it just like that. It pulls off really easily. My mat's not that sticky either. It's a little sticky, but not real sticky. So that helps it come off a little bit easier too. But it also doesn't help it stick on very well. So just make sure that if you're using vinyl, try to have a little bit of a stickier, clean mat, a little bit stickier and cleaner than I have mine right here. That way it stays on, it doesn't curl up. So as you can see, it kind of curled up a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that, kind of right there in the corner right here. And that's just because it wasn't real sticky. So to keep from that curling, just make sure you try to have a stickier mat. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut off this piece that we're gonna be using. There we go. And there it is, so cute. I'm gonna pull from the front because this is vinyl and we're gonna see how well this cuts. Looks like it's cutting really well. It's coming off really well, so that's great. Sometimes you never know with like scriptier fonts how they're gonna work. If they're gonna weed well, if they're not gonna weed well. This one seems to be doing all right, so that's kind of cool. I've never used this before, so it's an experience for me. And like I said, sometimes these little scripty ones are, and when they're so small, I don't know if y'all can see that, how thin these letters are. So this P right here wants to be temperamental. So we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. Okay, I was finally able to get everything weeded. Yay. And so I just made some adjustments to the letters because they needed to be corrected because they were all out of line. But we got that taken care of. So a couple things when you're dealing with really thin fonts. You can do an offset, a slight offset on the wording. Kind of helps give it a little bit of thickness so it will weed a little bit better. The other option you might try is to do more of a higher pressure when you are cutting. So instead of having the standard default, you want to move into more. And sometimes that will just give it a little bit deeper cut so that you can weed a little bit better. So now let's get the transfer tape on it, grab our disc, and finish this up. Okay, so I've gone ahead and removed the vinyl from the transfer tape. And I went ahead and put the vinyl on the disc already using the transfer tape. Part of that was because some of the letters were wanting to come off the backing, this backing right here, so I just didn't want to lose them. So I wanted to just to make sure that we held on to those. So like I said previously, just make sure that you're burnishing it on really, really, really well. So that it will really stick to that vinyl, but usually once it gets to the acrylic, it should be fine. Okay, so we're just gonna take off this transfer tape, just like that. Keep pulling back. And there you go. So cute. So as you can see, we've got this great, super cute finished product. I just love it. And I do love this vinyl. It's really shiny, it changes colors in the light, so that's kind of cool too. Just remember that with crafting, it can always go well and it can always go bad. So some days you're gonna have a really great day where you have nothing but fun and it's easy and you can't wait to do it again. And then you have those days that you're like, why am I a crafter? Because this is a horrible day. The weeding was my horrible moment for today, but it wasn't too bad and it turned out really well, so I can't complain too much. Let me know if you guys have any ideas that maybe I didn't think of when it comes to those thinner fonts, something that might work for you, that might work for me in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can guys see what we've got coming up in the future. And until next time, stay creative.